It's starting soon. My break has started. Break has ended.
Good morning. Oh. I stretched by accident, and then my body said, actually, all the way stretch. Everybody big stretch. Big morning stretch. But good morning. How is everybody? We are not playing Uma Musume. We are not horse girl gotchaing. No bonk stick needed. We are doing more of yesterday's art. It is I who have to reactivate my neurons from when I was 7 and I was obsessed with drawing horses. We are not drawing horse girls. I am the girl. I must activate my horse neurons. Ooh, a starfruit. Overslept this morning. At least I was less groggy than usual. Little berry with the Lisa Frank on the wall? You know, weirdly enough, I don't know if I was that much of a Lisa Frank girl when I was younger. I mean, like, I had like, you know, school folders with Lisa Frank patterns on them. Glitchberry X Uma Musume collab. Got it. Somebody remind me one of these days to export my quotes from Stream Elements and then put them on Mix It Up Bot. Because it's way easier to add, or to manage quotes, rather, because I can just see a list of quotes in Mix It Up. But I just keep forgetting to do that. I keep forgetting to export my quotes from Stream Elements. Actually, is that even a thing I can do? Quotes. Oh my god, Stream Elements just let you... They added a new thing. It is a fully new thing where you can just see a list of all of your quotes. Thank you, Stream Elements. Now, is there a way to export them? You can import. Can you... Their Learn More page takes you to a dead page not found. That's lovely. I love you, Stream Elements. You're so not busted at all. You're so not broken. Hang on. That back on. There we go. Stream Elements so always works. So super always works as intended. Yeah. I thought there was a way to export quotes. Oh, this was recent. You can see... Oh, this is really interesting. You can see who added quotes and what game you were playing or what category you were in when the quote was added. You can see when the quote was added. But it only goes... This must have been anywhere between 9 and 4 months ago that they added this. Twitch got rid of all of their old collab global emotes tonight? What? Why? Huh? The licensing deal on the characters and the emotes ran out on January 1st. Oh, so like brand collabs? Interesting. Exporting the list of quotes is not possible. But I can see all of the quotes now, so I could just copy and paste them into a document. You know, there's only 4 pages of them. There's only 4 pages of quotes that I would need to do that with. I don't know, I'm just slowly trying to, like, move away from as many third-party tools as I use, because I still have some stuff that's embedded in Streamlabs, which I really need to get rid of. But anyway. That's neither here nor there. Let's work on some art. Okay, I need to pull this forward without tipping that over. Oh, that was probably an awful noise, and I'm sorry. The dead page reminds you of when you were checking on the pets feature in Rivals of Aether, discovered that some of them were tied to website pages, followed an official link to one, and was hit with a fraudulent McAfee virus alert? Huh. Was it like an ad that was impersonating McAfee or something? Oops, that's not what I wanted to press. Pen. There we go. It was a fake virus scan. Huh. Like a pop-up? Horse. I feel like the stream delay has got to make the star catch game. Hey, nice! I was gonna say, I feel like the stream delay has got to make that kind of difficult. So I would like to color this today. That's my goal. That's my goal, is to get all the colors done. I don't know how detailed with the shading I'm gonna get. The Rivals of Aether website has to run some sketchy ads to keep the website alive, which is real fucky. I don't like this line. I'm gonna try to fix it. I'm gonna try to make it go a little bit more curved like this. We'll probably be lurking again today. Take care! Have a good lurk! I hope you actually win the jump catch game by doing nothing. Unlike yesterday. Yeah, I think I like that line a little bit better. It was just weirdly straight right here. That has a bit more movement to it, I think. Alright, let's, I gotta close some open boys. Let's close that open boy. I think that's all the open boys. Alright. And then we make that into a reference layer. And then on a new layer, here it is. On a new layer, I can color everything in all at the same time, like magic! God, I love the the lasso fill, or the, like, close and fill tool. It is such a time saver. Making sure there's no, like these bits on the inside, they're gonna get enclosed because they are in a closed shape, but I want to cut them back out. So I'm making sure there's nothing else like that. Oh hey, there's line art here that got fucked up. Back when my eraser got set to 90% instead of 100%. I don't know why it does that. Hi Drosvin, how's it going? I don't know why it does that. I don't know why sometimes my eraser is like, hey, we don't want to anymore. Actually, I would just rather not. You're sleepy? I feel that. It's a sleepy kind of day. Have a good lurk! Yeah, take care. Okay, so I have to figure out what colors I want. I have to figure out what colors I want. I'm gonna put a new layer on top. And we're gonna start, I think, boxing in some colors. So I know I want a vaguely golden yellow. And that's gonna be for parts like the moon and this pole that's like going to be actually metal. I think the tassels are gonna be yellow as well. I also know I want kind of a red. I don't know if I want it that deep red though. I don't know, maybe I'll overlay something to make everything more pastel. And then I want a lighter, so I want to take that purple and I want to make it a little bit lighter. Like that. But I've got to have more than 3 colors, so maybe in between the pink, maybe in between the yellow and the red. Maybe I can put another pink on. Oh, Muffin is on the way. Hello. Goodbye. You had to come through this way and to leave? You couldn't just hop down. Okay. She's like, I'm leaving, but first I'm gonna walk in front of you and be really inconvenient about it. No, that's too close. Maybe this, but then I just like lighten it even more. Like, maybe like that? I don't know, I'm just futzing around with colors at this point. And then what I can do to unify these colors, what I can do is make a new shade that goes over all of them and then set it to something like overlay and set the opacity lower. So before we had this, which kind of looks like a bunch of disjointed colors, and then after we've sort of unified the whole palette by putting one color over top of all of them. And you don't have to do it with overlay, you can do it with normal. I just think that it blends a little bit better if you do a different kind of blending mode. Like you could do soft light, and that looks kind of good. I like overlay. I like overlay. She's gonna leave, but she needs to make sure you know that she's leaving. Yeah. She's still walking in front like, Mom, I'm leaving. Trying boba for the first time, and as a neurospicy individual, this stuff is weird. It's definitely, I think, acquired. Which is to say, I kind of bullied myself into liking it. I don't know, because what happened was when I was in high school, I tried boba for the first time. And I was like, wow, the tea part of this is really good. I really don't know how I feel. Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my tracking. I was like, wow, the tea part of this is really good. I don't know how I feel about the tapioca. I don't know how I feel about the balls. And then I tried it a second time, and I mostly just tried to drink around the tapioca. Like, I was, like, avoiding it. And then I think it was, like, by the third time I had tried boba, I actually liked it. So, I don't know. You know what? I need a color for the horse. Maybe maybe the horse is gonna be this, like, really light color. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna start putting colors in places and see where we go. You got green apple ones? I'm gonna be honest, I have never really enjoyed the, like, popping boba, the fruit ones. Just something about the like, container they're put in, so to speak. I prefer those to the solid pearls. I fully prefer the solid tapioca. I don't know, there was just something about, there was something about the outside of the popping boba one that reminded me of, like, a bean skin, like a garbanzo bean skin. I just don't like it. I think this is cute. I think okay, maybe the clouds can be purple.
Oh, look, a strawberry.
Time for sip of water.
Oh, look, a strawberry. I really like it.
What is happening? That was like 7 sounds on top of each other. I don't know what sound that was. Oh god. I drank my water too fast. Help. Oh, it was the, oh look, a strawberry one? Oh look, a strawberry! Ha ha. I was hoping for the shadow. I have to add that. I have like half a dozen, if not more, different sounds that I have to add. I promise I will get to it eventually. I don't know when eventually is, but eventually. Oh, I have to draw this one in manually because it's
Scanning
not
for anomalies now.
Uh-oh. Which way is it coming from? Which way is it coming from? Oh!
Now we found Jesus Christ Berry. That's not your drawing. That's recursion.
Oh. That was loud. What the hell? Hi Kenny, how's it going? I am eepy today, but that's, I feel like, normal. I don't know, I feel like I'm always eepy. I guess she doesn't like recursion. Given what recursion would probably do to her processing, I can't imagine why. I feel that I slept 9 hours and I'm still tired. Oh. I love I slept the proper recommended amount of time, and I'm still dead to the world. Yeah, I went to bed. When did I go to bed? I think at like 11, so I've probably slept 8 to 9 hours, and I don't know. I think exhaustion is just a permanent state of being. Just means I can get myself Dunkin' coffee today. You know what I want? I want a color that is maybe like the opposite. Like here. Maybe we put a new color in the color wheel. Because I want something that's, yeah. Yeah, new color, new color. I want the light, almost white, like off-white, whatchamacallit, off-white blue for spaces. Oh, don't do that. For spaces like in here, and then also like on this dome object. Do I also maybe want the clouds to be, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I like the clouds better, light or dark. I also kind of think the dark purple is a little bit too dark.
Shoulders relaxed, jaw unclenched.
Oh, big stretch. Yeah, I'm wondering maybe if this purple is just a tad too dark. So if I move it up a little bit, and then scoot it. Hey Ray, how's it going? If I do that, I think I like when the clouds are dark better. Then I'm also kind of thinking the red is a little bit too dark. Played Popucom, but my connection was unstable. Ah, that's always disappointing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lighten the red just a little bit too. Not that much, not that much. Well, maybe. How does that look when I put it in here? The thing that I don't like is that the line art color almost, it creates this, it's called simultaneous contrast. It almost looks like it's vibrating because the colors are like competing for each other. So I might have to tweak the line art color a little bit. Let me try that. Let's try making it just a little bit darker. Be a little bit more desaturated. Yeah, I think that's better. I think it also does better against the purple too.
New color from Glitchberry Studio, Neon Blurple, made from natural. And buy it today, before the aliens eat all of it.
Oh, why is it edible? Please, Jasmine, name that something else. Listen, I love me a good blue-purple. I think Cassia's hang-up with neon blurple, I might have to agree. We might need to name that something else. Okay, so I wanted, ooh, wait, okay. I know these are going to be red. Right, so let's color in what we know is going to be a color. Blurple is a regional slang that's very not safe for work where I come from. It does it. I feel like I know potentially the origins, but I have never heard that used for anything besides blue-purple. Good to know. Oh, I've found more. I've been coloring on the line art layer. Okay, thankfully it was only this little bit. It wasn't a lot. We can get rid of that and we're fine. We just gotta redo that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be intelligent and I'm going to lock the line art layer. Actually, first, before I lock the line art layer, I need to fix this open boy.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Wrong lever! There, I think the open boy is shut now. Let's lock the line art layer and color on the correct layer. Ah! There we go. There we go. Now you're thinking with reference layers. It's interesting, I have this little, like, hook here. I don't have that on any of the other lanterns, and I'm kind of wondering if I should add that or if it's, like, too small of a detail. Let's see. I'm gonna make the moon and stars darker color on the horse's back, just so that it doesn't look, because if I do this, oops, if I do this, it looks like this is a hole in the saddle. That looks like two separate objects. Suddenly a sneeze. You know, I'm not actually using this color as much. I should use it more. So like maybe all of these sashes and stuff will be that color. Ooh. Oh, that's gonna be interesting. That's a bunch of special characters. Let me see if Deezer can find that. Oh, here we go. Listen next. There we go. It's from Hotline Miami. Oh, interesting. I've never played that. That's not really my kind of game, but also I know the music in that, like, hits. Also, my title thing broke. I love that. I love when title thing broke. I was gonna say it's very graphic and fast-paced. Yeah, I would be terrible at it. I'm awful at fast-paced games. Let's see. I think it would be cute if the stars on the bottom here were the lighter color. Slap the title widget like an old VCR.
It's starting soon.
Let's see. I don't know how I feel about this sash being a light pink color. Maybe I just cut the light pink color out. Like, I don't know if I need it. Because if I make this dark, and then I make this light purple... no, it works better down here. I could make this sash red down here. And then, yeah, and then I don't need this light pink at all. And I think it kind of works better. I don't know. Do I like the light pink? Kind of. I think I like the light pink here. And on the sash. I think I like this the most. I think I like this color spread the most. I've got to figure out what I'm doing for the background. Because that's going to be a whole thing. Let's see. If I do this, you can still sort of see all of the elements just fine. What I might do is put a white outline. Oh my goodness. Oh, we gotta detach some of these. We gotta detach some of these. The Pokemon community game lists the catch rate of each of the balls now. Oh, that's kind of nice. I detach here. Oh, I know why. It was doing that because that layer is locked. So I want this detached. And then I want this to be detached. And then I don't know if I want to color in white right here. Because if this is the sticker sheet, basically, what I could do one of two things. I could have the white border and have white borders on the stickers. Or I could have no border and have a purple border on all the stickers. And it would kind of be 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Like, it wouldn't really matter. It would just matter the border color. Hmm. I'm also wondering if I like... I'm gonna try light purple on that sash. Yeah, light purple on that sash looks better.
My break
What
is
if I did
started.
light pink? I did light pink on this sash. I think I like the light purple better because it makes the lanterns and the clouds stand out more. Okay, so we have a direction. I'm gonna clean the line, clean the colors up because we have like these kinds of spots. And then I might want to do a little bit of like light shading. I don't think I'm gonna shade this all that much though, because I think if I shade it too heavily, where is it? 26 January. If I shade it too heavenly, yeah. If I shade it too heavily, it's not gonna match. I mean, it already kind of doesn't match. It already kind of doesn't match January's. Because the line art in January's was so thick. So if I wanted it to match, I would stop here, but I don't know. Let's clean this stuff up.
Break has ended.
Welcome back from ads. My current conundrum is to shade or not to shade. You know what? I'm just gonna close that open boy. It was not enough of an open boy to spill out, but it was bothering me. I'm basically, what the heck? I'm basically just, cleaning up all these weird spots where, like, this didn't fill in all the way. I don't know why. I don't know why this didn't fill in up to the edge. Some of these like this corner, I can understand why. Because it has trouble, like, getting the paint in the corners. I say like it's a physical object. But like the pixels are too close. And like it's all up in here, there's pink spots. Um, and I swear there's a way, like, I know some of my friends who use Clip Studio, they have tools. Is it this like paint unfilled areas tool? But I swear this like doesn't work for me half the time. I don't know. Like, it works just the same as... What they'll do is they'll take it, they'll make it real big, and they'll just do this. But whenever I do that, like, look, it completely got rid of all of my colors. And I thought it was supposed to, like, expand the colors. But it doesn't do it right. It doesn't do it correctly. Hi, Nivik. Haunts. Yep, we're hauntsing about it. It's haunts time. Okay, that's probably most, if not all, of the weird, like, stray, unfilled pixels. There's a tiny one up here, but it's negligible. I think I already fixed the ones in here. Oh, tomato. Yeah, I think I've fixed all of those. God, this star is giving "you tried." An attempt was made. I think what it is, I can, like, push this up a little bit. There we go, that's a little more even. Okay. Just give it a tiny face. Hang on. Wait. Ooh. I actually, if I can indulge in showing a thing off for a second, I have to find it first. Is it in embroidery? Is it in here? I don't know where I put this file. I'm gonna check if it's in here. If it's not in here, I don't know where it is. Oh, no, I found it. It's not this one. It's this one. Which is gonna take a minute to open. But if I might indulge in stars with silly faces on them for a second, I had the idea for apparel embroidery using the glow-in-the-dark thread that I have. And it's just a bunch of stars with derpy little faces on them. I don't know if I'm ever gonna do this. I think the beanies would be cute as fuck. This is just a mock-up, obviously, because, you know, I can't digitally make glow-in-the-dark threads, so I just kind of made a glowy layer. I don't know if the sweatshirts would be viable, just mostly because sweatshirts are huge, and I'd need, like, 7 different sizes of sweatshirts. The hat, yes. But beanies, I can get like 10 beanies, right? And it'll fit pretty much anybody. Because it's one size fits all. Shirts are really hard to do. Like, apparel is really hard to do because you have to sort of predict the bell curve of sizes. So like you get like not a ton of extra smalls and smalls, more mediums, more larges, more extra larges, less, a little bit less 2XL and 3XL, less 4XL, 5XL. So you have to like anticipate the bell curve. Which means you have to stock like, I don't know, 50 sweatshirts at a time. Unless you only want to have like one extra small in stock, which, you know, I'm probably small enough that I would do that. Hey Kurosama, how's it going? But beanies are a lot, and like one size fits all accessories, like this kind of thing, is a lot easier to handle. But I think these are stupid cute. The only thing is the eyes, I think, would be a little bit annoying to embroider. But I think it would be really funny if they glowed in the dark, too. Holy crap, a 30 stream streak? Jeez. Oh my goodness. Looks like number 3 design wins. The spiky design? Oh, for your logo? Yeah, I liked the spiky design too, because it was reminiscent of the hair on your character. It kind of ties in the design elements from the hair. But yeah, we'll see if I am able to do something like this. I'd like to, I just need to find a good
Scanning for anomalies now.
good source for beanies. Not anomalies! Not anomalies! Oh! Oh.
Anomaly found, I'm glorching.
Me too. After that scan, I'm glorching too. Alright, let's put us back in Clip Studio. I just thought of that after I did the little like the little guy. The little friend on a star. So let's see. Put a multiply. Oh my god.
Take your medicine. Time for a sip of water.
Does somebody have ibuprofen? I got a headache.
Posture check. Back straight, shoulders relaxed, jaw unclenched.
Ooh, it is all the self-care time.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, and I'm
She's
bald.
She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair!
And I'm bald. Alright. Bald. Bald. After dangling precariously over the edge of being sick, I've finally fallen over. Oh no. Please feel better soon. Okay, so first off, second, make this more saturated. then turn this way the fuck down. Because I don't want it... I think I want it more pink, actually. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think I need to look up horse anatomy again. Back to the haunts, yeah. I am gonna do some light shading on this. I don't think I'm gonna do anything, I don't think I'm gonna do anything terribly complex with the shading. I don't know, we'll see. I've said that before and then I ended up fully rendering the piece. So, you know. But I think I just want some light shading in here. I think I still need to make it more saturated. I think I just want some light shading on some of these elements. Again, I don't want it to like mismatch too much with January's. It sounded very brain rotty, I'm sorry. That's like the most mild brain rot I've seen worse. Not that I'm inviting worse, just that I've seen worse. Yeah, you know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually, where's that, guide that I was looking at yesterday? I found like a really good drawing guide yesterday, and I don't know where it went. When I was looking up, like, the joints, I was looking at the joints, the bones. Oh well. Never to be found again. Skibidi 6'7", my 24 karat Labubu. I feel like I need to do something with the face. I feel like the face is wrong. I feel like the face is wrong, and also if I shade it, it's just gonna look more wrong. Like, I don't know what's wrong, but I'm going to make it worse. The horse is weary. The horse is tired. The horse wishes to unsubscribe from this mortal coil. Alright, let's get rid of this. I think now is maybe a good time to bring back this reference folder, perhaps? There's also the part where... Oh. There's also the part where this the references that I'm referencing are being lit, like, from the butt. Oh, also... Very interesting. I never fixed this. How to draw animals, horses, their anatomy, and poses in VOD toots. Was that what I was looking at? Was that what I was looking at yesterday with the... No, it wasn't what I was looking at with the, Oh, I found it! It's from Art Nerd's Substack by somebody named Naomi. I don't know who this is. Here, I found the thing that I was looking at yesterday. It's this. Here, I will add the quote. It is... I will also correct it to what I actually said. So it was... unsubscribe from this mortal coil. This horse had like 7 bags under its eyes. Just like, I'm tired of being a horse, man. It's the horse that's like looking out into the ocean going, man. Hang on, wait. This one. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What the hell? Dude. Out of the folder. Get out of there. This. This was the horse with like 7 bags under its eyes. Just going, man. Hang on, I feel like I need to keep this here for the rest of the duration of the stream. I'm just gonna keep it up there. Please somebody make sure I don't like print this and send it to patrons like that. What if I did that? What if I literally sent it like this by accident? Oh my god. Okay, back on Your Patreon print comes with a free meme. What if I started a meme of the month club? What's happening? Okay, there we go. It's like, why? The limbed and hooved machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk to the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to... What? Dancing to Uma Pioi Densetsu? What? Horse is weary and tired. Horse represents the new year. That tracks. Let's see. There's two different versions of it. There's Summer 84 and there's Lost Days. Both are the same? Okay. Listen next. Dude, this horse has bags on bags under its eyes. I think maybe we go with like the way that this one is shaded. Y'all are skating for so many anomalies.
Anomaly found there's a plant growing in your PC tower. I wonder what kind.
Well, we were talking about seed babies yesterday, so maybe it's one of them. Berry seed? Maybe. Maybe it's a berry seed. Oh, it was funny when I rated Video Game Shay yesterday, and she was like, I have a seed stuck in my zipper. Like, I am not responsible for this. As long as it's not kudzu. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, let's not have kudzu growing in our PCs. That's kudzu is it will literally destroy your foundation. Kudzu roots are tenacious. Kudzu's a plant, yeah. It's native to where's it native to? Japan? I'm not sure actually. But it was introduced somehow into the United States, and it's what is happening here? Hang on. There's like a spot on this that's a different color. It's weird. Japan and China from a quick Google. Yeah. And it is very highly invasive in the United States because this is not its natural environment. So it doesn't have any like natural It grows very fast. Yeah, it grows very fast and aggressively. Can we use it to topple mansions? Probably not topple. Also, even if we could, I don't think that would be very well advised, because then it's never coming out of the ground. This song's neat. It's got them pew-pew lasers. Pew-pew laser sounds. From what I've heard, kudzu is considered food in the regions where it's native. You can eat kudzu, yeah. It's less that it's, like, considered food where it's native, and more that it's edible but shouldn't be grown here. You know? Like, it is fully edible, and we would probably eat it. Like, it would probably just be food in general if, it was advisable to grow it here, but it's not. It's happening again, where all of this is like... Oh, why is this on darken? This should be on normal. Not that that, like, changed anything, actually. Odd. Make kudzu and tumbleweeds fight? Oh my goodness. Invasive plant kaiju battle. Hope you enjoyed one of my favorite synthwave jams. It was nice, yeah. Neat song. Thanks for sharing. Plant causes too much harm for it to be homegrown in the majority of environments. Yeah. I mean, like, in general... Oh my god, I've got cat hair in my mouth. Muffin. Muffin, stop being everywhere. Stop being in the air. Stop being in places where I can inhale you.
Scanning for anomalies now.
There's so many anomalies today. There's so many. There's so many. Oh.
Anomaly found there's a plant growing in your PC tower. I wonder what kind.
We already knew that one. Is that a new plant? Is there a second plant? I don't know why it gets stuck on the same response sometimes. Was it probably a kudzu? Oh no! Alright, let's try... Now you're imagining an Ultra Beast inspired by kudzu? I low-key wanted her to say, I found hair in your PC tower. Hang on, I gotta start making lists of new anomalies. Hang on. We're gonna start a new folder. We're gonna call this anomalies. Create channel. Put one in. We'll put a note for later, for whenever I'm making new making new anomalies. Muffin herself is in the PC. Okay. Are we using the right brush? Oh my god, no wonder I'm not getting anywhere. I was using light purple.
It's starting soon.
Well, that explains a lot. Oh, the other thing, because I was showing off the stars earlier, so I've been thinking about embroidery. I need to find a source for the beanies. Like, I need to find a place where I can, order the beanies wholesale for, like, a decent price. The other thing I've done is I have made an account for wholesale with, Bella and Canvas, which is a pretty good t-shirt company. So I might be getting some t-shirts. And I might be trying to embroider those. There was, they have this really cute, this is like a very feminine product, so I'm not expecting it to, like, be everybody's thing. But they had a really cute, like, cropped raglan baby tee that I want to try embroidering. Oh, it looks so cute. I don't know if it's gonna do well for embroidery, so I should probably just order one as, like, a sample. That would probably be the smart thing to do. Muffin camera when? She's literally not even in the room. Sometimes... Oh, that's the right brush. There we go. Sometimes I've put Muffin camera on, but she has to be in a spot where I can get a camera to. Because I can't, like, point a camera into the rest of my house. Hope she's somewhere in the camera view. Otherwise, you're gonna be looking at a camera of, like, an empty, either an empty hallway or an empty cat bed or something, which... I think you didn't add that feature yet. It's just that she's not around usually. I think right now she's, like, in the bedroom taking a nap. And A, I don't have a camera with a cord long enough to point there. B, that's our bedroom and I have boundaries. I actually don't even know if she's in there right now. She could be, like, looking out a window somewhere. I genuinely don't know. Muffin doesn't stay still enough for a cat cam. Yeah, there are some times when she, like, lays down on my desk, which I wish she wouldn't do, but, you know. And, like, I have put the cat cam on her. Says hi, wants attention, and then runs away. Yeah. She says, I'm here, I'm gonna stick my butt in your face, and then I'm gonna leave.
And break has started.
No, you do not get a say in when any of this happens. That's Muffin in a nutshell. Okay, I really like... Pretty much all of these have, like, metal gilded hooves. Like, all of them have silver and gold hooves, and I really like that look. So, this is gonna come mostly from the highlights, I think. But I think it would look really cool if I could get it to look shiny like gold. Oh, I didn't realize we were in ads. I thought ads were just starting soon. That's fine. We're kind of not doing too much right now.
Ad break has ended.
Welcome back from ads. Mm. Floatzel gender difference. Males have 2 stripes on their back, females only have 1. It's interesting that they have the distinction in there when you can't actually see their back. From this sprite angle. Okay, I don't especially think this looks very well like gold. But I think I'll get there in the highlight phase. I think this hoof looks okay. It's just this back one that's weird. I'm sort of referencing this because this is the most shiny. Do I know in? Oh, I'm missing another, like, section of purple. Hang on. This didn't get cleaned up. Oh. Okay, there we go. There's even more that it didn't get colored in all the way. Like this little section right here. Or, right here. And also these little bits. I hate when I'm shading something and I realized I didn't color something in. Yeah. Oh, this whole section got messed up. Look at that. I thought I cleaned up everything. I must have missed a bunch. Oh well, that's what second passes are for. That's why layers exist. Don't forget to save. Oh my goodness, I haven't saved in like 2 hours. Thanks for the reminder. Oh,
Time for a sip of water.
I shall seep the water. The water has been seeped. Heading out for lunch. Have a wonderful day. Take care. I love how the horse looks so far. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Have a good lunch. Saving often saves time. Thanks, wise man. I will never not think of that as from Dot Hack. I don't know if that's what you were referencing or not, but I will never not think of that as from Dot Hack. I haven't played Dot Hack, not sure where I got the phrase or if I constructed it from the first principles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it, like, originates. I'm sure it doesn't originate from Dot Hack, but I feel like I remember every time you go to the save point, if you had Wise Man in your party, that's what he would say. At least from what I remember. But also, I'm sure, like, I'm certain it predates that because saving your work has been important long before a specific video game existed. I keep thinking back on how floppy disks became the universal data saving symbol. I think it's really cute that that stayed for so long. Oh, also, there we go. And the fan on my phone is probably overheating this whole time. Floppy disks should return someday. I mean, the actual mechanical components of a floppy disk, I don't think will ever have the amount of storage space necessary for modern anything. For modern storage. I think it would be really cute, and I'm sure somebody's done this. But I think it would be really cute to make, like, floppy disk styled drives. Like, just put modern components inside of, something that looks like a floppy. I'm sure that's been done. Floppies were how you saved files for a long time. Used to take either floppy or cassette. Hard drives took a while to get into home personal computers. Yeah. But I think it's so cute that it's stuck for as long as it has. Because, like, if you think about the symbol for a phone, like, that's changed. Although it hurts whenever I, like, see a kid that's like, oh, they 3D printed the save symbol. And I'm like, uh... The call symbol is still reminiscent of those old U-shaped phones. That's true. Okay, so one thing that I want to do, if I can grab... Nice bomb. There we go. I just want to tint this a little bit more pink. It's not even that much different, but I think it brings a lot more life into the horse. That's what I was trying to do, but everyone was halfway up the screen when the star was cut. I don't know, lag maybe. Okay, I think horse is mostly shaded. I'm gonna go back and revisit the face real fast. Just because I think... There's something about this area that, like... I don't know. Horse's face is weird. You know what makes me really feel old? When a kid holds a keypad cell phone and starts tapping its screen in frustration, expecting it to respond by touching the small screen. Oh, yeah, because everything's a touch screen now. I've never seen, like... I mean, I've never seen a kid interact with a non-touch screen. Like, phone device. Mostly because I'm not around kids that often. But one thing that is kind of frustrating is I think a lot of, because nobody uses personal computers, like schools don't use personal computers, or they use like Chromebooks now. Everything is either on a tablet or a Chromebook. Everything is an app, nothing is a program anymore. Like nothing's an executable anymore. Kids don't know how to use file folder, like Windows Explorer. And then I remember seeing a TikTok where somebody had to explain, like, no, I don't have 3 computers. I have 3 monitors attached to one computer. I have 3 display devices that all display the same computer. I'm like, this is something that I have to explain sometimes in the art server that I moderate, because people try to get, like, tablet, drawing tablet devices, like the one that I'm using here, that you can see a digital version of, that I I rendered a digital version of it in front of me, but, not the physical. Because display tablets are basically just, like, a second monitor that has pen capabilities, and, like, explaining that you need a separate computer to attach it to is like, I don't know, explaining rocket science to some people. Kids are now being taught coding through AI. Ugh. Let's see if I can get this to look kind of gold through like a contrast area here. A second computer to attach what to? I was talking about how, like, some people will get a drawing tablet and not realize that the drawing tablet is not actually, like, a computer or an iPad, that it needs, another computer to attach to. Yeah, it's like trying to teach grandmas how to use laptops. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, aside from highlight, this is also a little bit too dark right here. You can get some that are, you can get some that are a computer. They're wildly expensive. Like I know that Wacom has the mobile studio. And you can get some, like, you know, if you're drawing using an iPad, you're basically, it's the same thing. Like you're basically drawing using a tablet, but some people think that they can get like a Wacom tablet and it be like a computer that doesn't need another computer to attach to. And technically you can. It's just going to be several $1,000s. Like the Wacom Mobile Studio is so expensive. Because you're buying a PC, basically. I low-key just want to grab this, copy it, and drag it down here. Yoink! Yeah, I don't know how good the Wacom Mobile Studio is either. Or like any of the other, you know, all-in-one drawing tablets. I don't know how good they are. I've never used one, 'cause they're expensive. 'Cause they ain't cheap. I know I watch, Bailey J on YouTube, and she was, like, gifted one in a sponsored video at one point, and I was like, what the hell, girl? They're just giving you a PC? Damn. Wish I was you. Alright, let's get rid of these references. And I don't know what I'm doing necessarily for this part. I'm just gonna go, like, really lightly. Except for right, like, here. It's this intersection. Is basically where that dips in. And I want to try to make the moons look a little bit 3D. Because they are. They're like coming off the, coming off the bowl. So they should look like they're raised. They should look like they have different sides to them. I'm not really sure how to convey that best, though. I don't know if I would say that this looks great. I don't know if that looks great right there, but I think it'll just kind of have to do. Same, I think, here. Like, we're just getting to a it's good enough sort of point. Like, if you look at it, it doesn't look egregiously bad. So let's see. I want to shade inside these shadows. I can't look at these drapes and not just see, like, big, stupid, smiling mouths. Just like, I'm looking at them on, like, all of them are like that. I can't not see, like, dumb, open mouths. Ugh. Why do I have two multiply? Hang on. Oh, I know why. Alright, let's merge these. It's because I copied this poll. Also, I'm noticing that we need to bring these up. There we go. Why does it feel like on these it's not that dark? That's weird. Oh, what the heck? Why is it different on those? That's weird. Okay, I'm confused. I am confusion. don't want it to be that deep because it's making the line art go funky. But I do want to... I do want to paint in the ridges. Okay, I need to tilt this because I'm having trouble following the lines. There we go. That feels better. That feels better. That also looks better. We're gonna do the same thing on this one down here. We got big brush. Big brush for wide sweepies. And then this one has a bunch of them. You know, I still have a ton of coffee left. I should actually it's not that much. It's a little coffee, but I should drink it.
Time for a sip of water.
I was gonna drink coffee. Welcome back, Dresman. Fine, I'll just drink both. Okay, so we got the lanterns. I'm gonna do a little bit of the fringe also. Why does this feel like it's so much? Oh, I know why. Shoot. Oh, how am I gonna
Scanning
fix
for
that?
anomalies now.
Uh-oh.
No anomalies found. Wait, no, the anomaly is.
Oh. Okay. I know why
It's starting soon.
I know why the whatchamacallit. I know why the multiply layers is doing what it's doing. It's because this one has to be at like 30% or something. No, wait. Yeah, this is the right one. I merged 2 layers and it set it to 100%, and now whenever I draw, it's like really dark. So I messed up. Basically. I messed up. I die! You still need a faceplant emoji? Oh. Maybe make a melty one or something. You could, dead. Dead pose. Whoever it is in the DBZ meme. Don't sick Roan on me, I don't know anything. There's also the Family Guy dead pose, which is another good one. Oh, Yamcha? So I don't know if I want these clouds to have shading or if I want them flat. Because if I did shading, it would be kind of weird of them to, like, follow... Like, would it be like this? I don't know. I don't know if I like that. Okay. We're gonna... Oops. We're gonna do a... I think I mean add glow layer for the metal. I need the big boss to stop fussing with displays while they're making them and while the price labels have been scanned but not yet printed. Ugh.
The break has started.
I simply feel like people who don't have experience with, like, the day-to-day operations should not have influence on those day-to-day operations. If it is not your department, assume you don't know shit. I should cycle them through once in a while. Yeah. Like, if you don't have experience with the way that your specific policies right now are fucking with things, then don't be in a position to make those policies. When bosses delegate, leave it up to the people you delegate it to. Yeah. Don't you love it when bosses pretend they know everything or got everything figured out and you're always the wrong one? It's the fact that they, like, fuck around, but they're not the ones who have the consequences of finding out. I want to do a little bit of, like, a glow from inside the lanterns. I think that would look really pretty. Like this. Maybe I need more orange.
Break has ended.
Thankfully, it's the only thing he does, but he moves displays regularly. Ugh. Okay, do I like this better, or do I like... See, I feel like that doesn't look like a glow. That just looks like it's... lit? This looks more like it's glowing from inside. But it's... I don't want it that color. It sucks though in the other direction for mid-level bosses, because if there's one thing they don't know, they get yelled at by their boss for not knowing it. Like, I'm not an encyclopedia of management. I do want the multiply layer to just be a little bit more... like, here, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So mid-level bosses are encouraged to pretend stuff that they pretend to know stuff that they don't. Yeah. I think it's just like comes back to like it's a second symptom of the same shit, which is that like corporate fucks around without actually understanding shit. Do I like the way this is? Do I like the way this goes? Are the legs right? Bit late now, I guess, but the front legs are stationary and the hind legs are in motion. I was referencing this pony, which I tilted a couple things a little bit different, like this leg is a little bit further down, just so it had a better silhouette. But I think both of these hooves are like... Technically, this is the only hoof that's on the ground in this one. I don't know. I don't know. It's a carousel horse. It doesn't need to be perfect. I think like aside from this leg being straight down, it's still really one foot touching the ground, or one toenail touching the ground. So I don't know that there's any more or less accuracy than the one that I referenced. I am gonna put just a little bit of a gradient on these clouds. Toenail. It's true! Horses walk on their toenails, it's freaky. Actually thinking about it, it's weird. It is! Let me see if I have there's an image of... Here it is. It's in Japanese. But do you what semi trigger warning for kind of body horror? If only because thinking about human legs being contorted to other animals is like deeply fucked up. Okay, so human, right? We've got our heels planted on the ground, right? Dogs and cats are basically walking on their toes. Their heels are all the way up here. Horse and other hoofed animals, we are just walking on one really big toenail. And then birds, I don't know, fucking exist, I guess. There was a recent article about a $90 billion waste management CEO visiting sites and riding along to figure out issues and improve the company. Were they just kind of hanging out or were they working? Because I feel like they should be working. Plantigrade, digitigrade, ungulate, and burb. And burb. You know. Burb. We're gonna do really, really light. Just as like a very subtle gradient over those. Just because I think everything looks better as a gradient. Especially when the rest of stuff is like shaded, it looks weird when other things are not. And then also down here. Oh, I want to put a little highlight on this section. I think birds technically have digitigrade legs, but their toes are weirdly arranged around their feet. I don't know if I like that. They originally did work back when they were CFO, but I assume due to the danger of, possibly losing a hand in the board, the board was like, nah, doing the work, or nah to doing the work, so they just ride along and talk to them. Ugh. Oh no, they might lose a hand. Maybe you should improve your worker conditions. Gotta get going and have have lunch and then a couple meetings to end the day. Take care, Itinerant. Thanks for hanging out. Do y'all remember the show Undercover Boss? Do y'all remember that show where like the bosses of the company would dress up as a new employee and then like fail to execute tasks that are expected of them, pretty much? Sometimes they would end up getting rid of people that were shitty managers. I always wondered, like, with that show, how undercover are they really? Because there's a bunch of cameras and shit everywhere, like, the employees gotta know something's up. So how staged, how directed was that? Okay, I think that's good enough. I do want to push this a little so it follows the curve of the moon. I kind of think I'm happy with this. So let's format it into a calendar. What we're gonna do... Remember the casino one where the CEO learned that upgrading the computer system led to the system being terrible and the new program would crash? Gotta love a downwards upgrade. Okay. This is all of the different elements. So we're gonna duplicate this. And then design all together. Save this. Wait, I'm almost saving it with the freaking meme. Get the man out of here. So we want to save this as... Remember to leave the meme in. Stickers front. I was about to ask, are we keeping the man? We are not, in fact, keeping the man. I'm sorry. Although, it would be really funny if I just, like, printed a bunch of these out and stuck them in the Patreon orders. This we want as the print. And then I want to take this and merge these layers. And then separate all of the individual elements. What the heck? What is happening here? Hang on, stop it. What did you do? Clip Studio, what did you do? Oh. Clip Studio is being stupid. So theoretically, there we go. Grab this, cut this out, and then all that's left are all of these stars. So now we have a folder full of all of these separate shapes, all on new layers. And then we can use that. I'm gonna put these on top. We don't have to use every single one of these shapes. Like, I don't think I'm gonna use this cloud. We can use that to arrange a new design that's using all of them, or, you know, most of them anyway. This I might put, like, up here or something. That? Maybe? I'm gonna shrink this. I'm gonna shrink this and maybe keep it up there. So then this could be the, like, calendar image. Like that. So we have one of them with them all separate, one of them with a bunch of pieces together as, like, a full illustration. I might change the size of these, actually. They're kind of big. They're kind of big. Let's do... Let's do this. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm being faked out by my sneezes. I feel like this wouldn't look totally out of place with like a unicorn horn on it. Like this is a very unicorn coated horse. Let's see. I need to export that. Okay. And I need to open Affinity. Which is gonna take a hot minute. It's gonna think real hard about it. I also need to open Publisher. So this is January. Grab this calendar. Grab February. Paste it in here. Grab They had an undercover boss episode with a mayor? Interesting. Nope, that's January. We don't want that. We want this. And I want to make sure that it's approximately the same. Okay, it's a little too big. Because you can see it's hitting the text. So I want to shrink this. And then make a new rectangle. That is this color. There we go. And then for the calendar, get rid of all of these curves and just keep the numbers. He was a cop, firefighter, and parks maintenance, possibly also manager. Huh. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff going on. So all of this needs to be, what did I do? North Pole? Did I do North Pole? It does not look like the rough one. At some point, I need to come in here and, like, format all of these so they're the same. Size and shape. The heck? Dude, what happened here? Oh man, these are so off. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, at some point I'm gonna copy and paste all of the months at the same time so that I can format them all together, but not today. Uh... What's happening? I don't think this calendar likes being copied from one program to another. Don't ask me how I can infer that. I just don't think it likes it. It's like curving this way. Oof. What the? Why is the space so long? Alright, you know what? Screw this. Screw this. Getting rid of all of that. Copy. Paste. November, December. Is that all of them? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay. And then we're gonna stack them all on top of each other. And make them the same size. Oh, well, there's your problem. This is getting all kinds of fucked up already. Okay, so this is... This is January. Feb. March. April. June. I think this is going to be really annoying once, and then it's going to be nice for the rest of the year. Oops, which month is this? August? Didn't resize it. What is this calendar for? So what I want to do is, for Patreon, I want to take the illustrations that I make and then make a digital calendar so that you can use it as like your phone or desktop background for the month. And then also have a double-sided print. So one side contains the illustration by itself, and the other side contains the calendar, and you can like put that up on, you know, on your wall or on a little stand or something, and have it available for the month. Now, granted, it gets a little weird with January because we're already into January. And I didn't finish January's reward until like January 2nd, but that's why we're doing February's, so that I can send February's out in January. People have it for January, and then in February, I can send it out in January. People have it for February, and then in February we work on March's, and I send it out before March, so people have it for all of March. So only January is going to get a little weird. February is my favorite month. Sadly, it's the shortest. I've always thought it was so weird that, like, why not take one of the months that has 31 days and, like, give that to February? I'm not talking about for leap year. I'm just talking about in general. It's so weird. Your birthday comes in February? Ooh! It's a fun month for a birthday. Okay, back to formatting. back to formatting bullcrap. Need to put November. Okay, so the problem is they're all like slightly different. They're all a little bit off.
It's starting soon.
December. Ads are starting soon. Okay, now that they're like mostly good, I want to make them perfect. We need to line them up. See, these are perfect. And this one I think is a little tiny bit off. There we go. February being short is in part because of ancient Roman superstitions about the length of months, but I don't remember the specifics. Huh. The more you know. so why are we not... There we go. Oh, that's moving. That's not resizing. Make February longer. This is getting so disjointed. And kind of laggy. Lovely. No, don't rotate. Oh my god. There we go. I can tell when it's correctly snapped because it has the green and red lines. Like here. Where these two lines turn red and green. So like when it's not snapped, they're like bluish. And then when they do snap, they turn red and green. The fact that 3 units of time... Also the fact that the 3 units of time that a calendar measures, Earth's orbit around the sun, Moon's orbit around the Earth, and the Earth's rotation, don't really line up at all. Yeah, that's why leap year happens. I just think specifically it's strange that we've got
And break
1
has
month
started.
that's like, oh, suddenly we have 28 days, when like the months surrounding it have extra like 31. I don't know, I just think it's weird. Okay. Let's see. I do like stroke color. Can I do select same stroke color? That's not deleting shit out there, is it? Okay, so we just have the numbers. Unfortunately, all of the numbers are all fucked up. Like, some of them are different sizes. What's happening here? Some of these aren't getting selected. A lot of them aren't getting selected. I'm gonna have to do 1 month at a time. Alright, hang on. 1 month at a
Break has ended.
time. I won by doing absolutely nothing! Select all of February. All all of March. April. Oh, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have done... Shoot, hang on. We're gonna not delete stuff. There we go. We're gonna not delete all of the lines for now. Which is gonna make my job real fucking annoying, but we cope. What I can do is I can put all of this in a group to delete it easily later. But I want those lines for now, because I'm going to use it to line stuff up. Can I say firmly, don't make a calendar? This is annoying. Don't forget to save. Yeah, I should save. Oh, my eyeball itches. What the hell? No, it's like my eyelid. My eyelid itches. September. October. Hey Daisy, how's it going? Limes. For 2026, my family moved away from the usual brand of calendars that we'd get in favor of a vertical, straightforward one. Except it's more than half the fridge's height. Yeah, I usually print out... That's actually what this file is. I usually print out a yearly calendar that I keep all in one big line on the wall. Or on the fridge, rather, not on the wall. And what I'll do, actually, is I'll put December of last year and January of next year, because I'll print it out, like, at the end of December, but then you don't want to lose the last couple of days of December, so I'll put a December of that current year on there. That way we get a seamless transition from December into January. And then I also do the same with January here, just in case, like, I need that extra time. But it takes up, like, half the fridge.
Time for sip of water.
I shall sip the water. Yeah, it's basically a 1-month grace period between
Posture check. Backstrap.
calendars.
Shoulders relaxed. Jaw unclenched.
Okay, finally, December's. And then we get to figure out why all of the numbers are different sizes. What's happening with all of the numbers? Why are they all different sizes? Why are they all over the place? What is happening? Why is there always this gap between Tuesday and Wednesday? In like every single one of these. Hang on, I'm gonna do this 1 month at a time. I'm gonna be smart about this. Get rid of all of these months. Just focus on January. See, January's numbers are fine. What size is this? So what size font is this? 2.9. Can we change all of it to just 3? See, that's respectable. Although, weirdly, there's something going on with 18... It's like 22... 23 and 24. 24 specifically. They're not, like, lined up is the issue. Just a little bit off kilter. Okay. So they're all 3-point font. And then we have this weird-ass gap between Tuesday and Wednesday. And then this is not even lined up, like, at all. Hello? The kerning! Here, we'll line Monday up, and then I can kind of work. Wait, is this also 3-point font? Okay, whatever. Horizontal. No, horizontal scale isn't what I want. I don't know whether to line it up, like, aligned left or aligned right. I'm gonna try maybe just center aligned. But some letters... some letters are thicker than other letters, so this is annoying. actually kind of like it better when it's aligned. Hang on. Like to the right side, almost. Because the numbers are aligned right. If I like scoot the kerning. Oh my god, the kerning. Okay, Sunday and Monday have become absolute. I hate this. I hate this. I hate alignment. Easier. You know what? I'm always tempted to make all of these different pieces of text instead of all the same. All the same line of text. Actually, that's genuinely going to be easier. Hang on. We're going to duplicate this. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it makes more sense to separate them. Let me see if I can find this song. Listen next. I'm gonna turn these off. Wednesday. Tuesday. What? What did I just do? Monday. And Sunday. Okay, so now they're different. Now they're separate, and I can figure out if I want to... how I want to space them. Because if I evenly space them, then they're not actually lined up with their days. If I don't evenly space them, it looks a little stupid, because we've got big gaps in between half of them. So I could center them on their days. Although that's still going to give us kind of dumb looking gaps. I don't know. I think that probably looks best. So now comes the problem where every single month has different, like, names of the week in English are odd when you think about it, named after 6 Norse deities and a random Roman deity. Yeah, so now we come to the problem where every month's numbers are, like, not even remotely lined up. I think January's is a good starting point. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the text color of this to pink, just, like, for temporarily. And then we can delete this and paste the week text. And then all of this we want to be 3-sized font. And then we'll line that up in a second. I'm gonna do like one thing at a time. Because while I've got this copy and paste in, I can make all of the month's days look the same. Um, why are half of these... Okay, whatever, I don't know. And then in theory... In theory, we shouldn't have any days of the week sticking out random ways. Yes, they're all the same now. So then I just want to work on aligning up all the letters, or not letters, all the numbers. Okay. We have another weird thing where, like, all of these numbers are separate. But then we get here and we have this random chunk that's all the same. Separate from this one, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Should be able to just take the tracking and do... Oh, that's kerning. I should be able to just take the tracking and do this and have this line up. Just about. Almost. Okay. I'm like losing all of the tiny pieces of it, buttons and UI and stuff. Because I have too many menus open. Let's line them up that way, and then let's tracking these in. And we can get rid of this. And February is a whole row shorter than January. That's lovely. But February's done. March already pretty much lines up. I don't need to do anything with March. Bless. April. May is kind of weird. Oh, wait. Wait. Are these 3-point font? Now they are. Alright. April. Or is April 3-point font? Okay. May. So May is mostly okay. It's just a little... The lines. There's too many rows. There's more rows in May. So I guess they were like trying to squeeze it. So the box was the same size, but I don't like that. Just have them be... Just have it be like that. It's fine. We can have a little dangly guy. So May is done. June. We don't need to do anything with it except change the font size. I like the easy months. July. August is as fucked up as May was. Let's see. I immediately thought of Hololive's Muna. maybe named after deity? I don't know. Wow, that was some timing. What the heck? Talking about Muna. Alright, so that should be August. September. Just need to change this font size. October. November. And December. Okay. Whose grid do we still have on? There we go. Get rid of that. We're going for minimalist, no grid. And then I should be able to grab this, resize this whole thing. I don't actually know how big it was in the original. I maybe should not have deleted the original. Oh well. And then, am I able to grab this off-white and make everything off-white? Yes! Perf! Perf. So the other thing, the last thing, is on the wallpapers I have the title centered instead of left aligned. I could do like this. This is gonna look dumb for a second. Maybe I'll just do this 1 month visible at a time. Hang on. Instead of it being left aligned like this, I put it in the center. I don't know if I like that better or worse, but just to stay consistent with the one that I already released, I'm gonna do that. Kernite, you good? Do we need to scan Kernite for anomalies? Quoting the mismatch of stacked calendar names. What, when I had it all like this? Okay, we had May, June. The anomaly was stacked text. July. August. September. It's pretty much already centered. It barely needs to move. October. November. And December. Okay, so now that this is done, then I can put all of these, let's group all of these up. I can put all of these on top and name them months. And then all we have to do basically is wherever we have the art, right? So like if this is January's art, let's name this one Feb. We just have to turn on January's calendar. And then for February's, we just have to turn on February's calendar. I'm kind of wondering if I should make... let's pick a different color. There we go. Make February's darker because it kind of blends in a little bit too much with the background. It's not very readable. If we make it the line art color like this, that should read better. Okay, so there's that. And then I just need to like copy and paste it over here. Ooh, what I could do, hang on. I have idea. So, Affinity has this feature called symbols. And anytime you want something to repeat multiple times, so like I have this formatted as a print, a phone wallpaper, and a desktop wallpaper. What I can do is I can make a symbol. So the way that I do this is I take months, I take my folder for months, I create a symbol. And then in these sections, I delete this calendar. And then I take the symbol for
It's
months.
starting soon.
And I put the symbol for months in here. Now, you're not going to see it because it's almost the same color. But if I change this back to January, you can see it's updated here. And I can resize this to whatever I need it to be in here. And then I can copy and paste it over here. So now when I update the month, it updates it on all three. And that's going to be really handy. And I can actually also probably do that for the art too. So if I create a symbol for, let's do a symbol for the, hang on, I gotta go blow my nose. Okay, let's do a symbol for the background color. Background color, we'll make this a symbol. And then I can drag the symbol in here and resize it to whatever I need it to be. We're gonna put this behind the calendar. And we're also gonna stick it in here. And because it's just a rectangle, I can rotate it and it'll be fine. I don't know if I can do this. Oh, I can. So what I might do, actually, Hi, Palette. Have a good lurk. We're gonna put this background color to the size that it needs to be. Put that behind the calendar. And then... what is this? I'm gonna make a new group for month art. I don't know. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're gonna create a symbol for that. So if we're like doing January's, right? That's January's. I'm going to paste the art in here and resize it to whatever it needs to be. This would work a little bit better if I formatted the art differently, actually. I'm not too pressed. I'm not too pressed. I should be able to do this, I hope. And then, all I have to do, I can put this window away. And then all I have to do is, whenever I come in here and I want to change the,
My break has started.
oh, ads. I guess I'm paylocking this explanation. But whenever I want to change the art, I can come in here and I can change the background color. I need to get rid of that. And then change the month to February. And it's updated on all three. So this is not centered. There we go. And that's gonna make it so easy for like every other month for the rest of this year. Because I just have to paste the art in. And then it'll update it across all three formats. I love when I can work efficiently. I am kind of wondering if I can make this a little bigger. Because this is just so small. Yeah, that might be as big as it can get. That's okay. Um,
Break has ended.
Welcome back from ads. I didn't realize they were gonna run, and I would have snoozed them if I had realized that they were about to run. But what I did was I basically put everything... I put everything into this symbols layer. That way, whenever it's a new month and I paste my new month, my new art in here, what I can do is... So, say it's January, right? And I want to paste January's art in here. I change the background color. Nope, that did nothing. Said I changed the background color. Why are you not doing anything? What the hell is wrong with you? Come on. There we go. I changed the background color and it updates all three. And then I can change the art and it updates all three. And then I update the month and it updates all three. So every month, this is going to be so much easier than having to like redo this 3 different times. Because I can just paste my art in here. and make sure the background color matches. And then I can turn it to the new month. And if I need to like change the color of the month, then that's fine. But then it updates across all 3 of them, and I don't have to reformat for each one. So I love it when we can work efficiently. I wasn't gonna do all of that setup because I was like, oh, it's not that hard to format it, but honestly, I think it's gonna be so time saving. Even though it took like probably an hour, or like half an hour at least, to do it here. It's gonna be so much more efficient in the future months. So Symbol allows you to synchronize assets across parts of the same project. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it does. And it's so super helpful for things. Like, let me open this. I did it here too, where, why did it, okay, what the hell? Hang on. Oh, because it, I see. I did it over here too when I was experimenting with the way that I wanted the egg baby text to look. So it says, oops. So now it says seed baby, because I was kind of playing with that. But you see when I move this around, it's moving it on all of them. Which is kind of nice because I can see how it looks on all of them at the same time, and I can see like here, I can tell I need to move this up a little bit. That. Just so it's not touching down here. But it does that on all of them. Except for this one, I don't have it copied onto there. I need to like copy and paste it onto all of the subsequent ones. But it's very helpful when you have multiple objects and you need to make tweaks to them or update them in some way. And this is going to be really, really helpful. Another super helpful thing is something called linked files. So if I go to Resource Manager, we can see we can see that this February horse is a what's called a resource. So it's a file that's embedded in here, and I can link it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I can link it. And then that way, whenever I change this file, save that. If I update it now you see it has no background because I saved it, and it says linked resource changed. This PNG has been modified outside of the application. So if it's kind of the way that Affinity does smart objects, because Affinity doesn't have smart objects, but any changes you make to a linked file will update in the file. So one thing that I do with that, I'm really hoping this doesn't crash my stream by opening this. Maybe I will close this and close this, and maybe also close this for now. Yeah, it synchronizes separate projects. So symbols synchronize in the same project, and linked files synchronize separate projects. So one thing that I do with that is I need to find I need to find the mock-up files. Sticker mock-up image. And then sticker single mock-up. So let's say I want to make a store listing for this sticker. I find it really hard to photograph stickers, although this one is photographed because it has a special laminate on it. But if I save this file, you can just see, watch it update in here. And now I have like 7 different images. Oh, these 2 didn't update because they're not using that file. Because this was a specific thing and this was also a specific thing. But these, what is this, 6 different images are now synchronized to whatever sticker. Oh, do you wanna try again? Wanna try again? Sometimes it takes a minute to update. There we go. But I use this to make sticker product listings very, very quickly because I find photographing stickers to be very hard. I do not enjoy photographing stickers, so I just fake it. But it looks okay. It looks alright. I don't think anybody's like too concerned that this might be a fake image of a sticker. But also I do use photographs. Like this one is photographed. Ta-da! Actually, is this photographed? I think it is. It looks photographed. This one I definitely know is because it has the holographic laminate on it. And I can't really fake that. Ah, there's Ben winning the jump catch game while lurking. So. Yeah, I use symbols and linked files like my life depends on it because it makes my life so much easier. It makes everything so much easier. But yeah, there is February's Patreon art. I'm gonna have to print this out and get it sent along with January's as soon as I can. But I'm really happy with how this came out. I'm like, these look really nice. They're so cute. I think I found like a nice sort of like middle ground rendering point. Like this is enough rendering to give it some visual interest without it being like a ton of work and overwhelmingly muddy. Sometimes I overwork. Sometimes I over-render, I think. But I think this is really cute. Shiny sticker. Yeah, the this one is very shiny. Alrighty. I think that is where we'll end up for today. Thank y'all for hanging out with me while I art. I'm going to find somebody to raid. So if we put this pen down. And hop over here. Let's see, who's online? Oh, Paulette's online. Let's see. Oh, so is Peppermint. It's been a while since we've raided Paulette, though, I think. So let's go say hi. I think you're
Scanning for
lurking here.
anomalies now.
So it's gonna be really. Uh-oh! Oh! Oh no!
I know we found I'm glitching.
Cassia? I think I'm glitching now too. I'm flat.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
I'm bald.
She's bald! She's bald and she's torturing people who have hair!
Is that part of the glorch? I don't know what sound filter. Was I glorching or was I small? What sound what voice filter was I on? Alright. Let's go say hi to Paulette. I think it's gonna be funny. I think they're gonna end up raiding into their own channel because they've been lurking here. It was a loud ad. Alrighty. Smorch. Squanch. So we're gonna go say hi to Paulette. They're working on commissions. And also, I think they finished their live 2D model. I think they're working with their new model. So let's go say hi. Thank y'all for hanging out. Next week, I'm gonna see what I'm streaming next week, because I might have some con prep to work on. So we might do that. If not, I'll I don't know, I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out if we don't end up doing con prep. I'd also like to stream Infinity Nikki if I feel up to it next week, because we took this week off of gaming streams. But if you'd like to join in on the raid, you can copy and paste our raid message. Go throw some strobes at Paulette, and also, as always, you can find me not on stream throughout the week on Discord and Blue Sky mostly. But take care, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye!